Improv is a form of comedy where everything is made up on the spot. So any typical show we do has never been done before and it'll never be done again. It all focuses around suggestions from the audience or different sort of play cues and game styles that we've been taught and set up over the years. Just play with the ideas that come up with their head and see where the scene goes.
Oh, the cassette makes a move to the right. He shuffles to the right. There's a nail line in the back, just licking his paws like, I know what you're gonna do. I know.
I think I'd rather have Chinese tonight, guys.
Chinese?
Hey guys, I'm Kenan Dudley. I'm a senior public relations major here at Appalachian State University, and I'm an improviser. I first started getting involved with improv in high school. My sophomore year, I joined our high school team called Random Acts, and there we mainly played short form games, which are gimmicky or quick, fast-paced games, 3 to 5 minutes, where I really kind of learned how much fun it was to do improv and how exciting it was to be goofing off with people every Thursday after school. I wanted to continue that when I came up to Appalachian State University, and my freshman year here, I auditioned for the team and I didn't make it. I was tensed up and I was nervous and I wanted to do well, and that's rule number one in improv is you can't really expect to do well. You kind of have to not expect to do anything at all. So I think I really bit myself in the foot. I realized through that process that I was in the wrong headspace to be doing improv, and I was in the headspace of there being a right and wrong answer. And over the year, Brendan Mullen and Mallory Colbert, two people who were on the team when I first made it but have graduated now, kept running into me around town and just telling me, like, come back, try again, just relax, try again. And it really did take me the full year to understand that there wasn't some secret, there wasn't some trick. I was looking to make something happen instead of just letting things happen to me on stage. That knowledge and that rejection was a big part of me understanding that it's bigger than me, and I would happily go through it again. The feeling of starting an improv scene is a pure mix of adrenaline and fear, and for me it's almost an out-of-body experience because I'm never thinking about what I'm gonna say.
First, give me a suggestion. Something squishy. Play-Doh. Play-Doh. Improvise whenever you're ready.
Dude!
What an entrance!
What?
What an entrance.
The way somebody who taught me this past summer, he said you want your brain to be constantly keeping up with your body instead of your body constantly trying to keep up with your brain. So at the start of the improv scene, you get a one-word suggestion and two people walk out and say the suggestion is the park. Two people walk out and you look at your scene partner, hopefully directly in the eye. That's pretty important. And you guys just kind of take a half second to get on the same page, and then somebody starts talking, and then you guys just start going, and you never really know where you're going, and you're constantly trying to block your head from thinking like, okay, what's going on here? What do I need to do? You just kind of sit up there and respond genuinely and kind of act as if it's a normal conversation of two completely made up characters. And then it starts getting fun. Once you guys settle down and get 30 seconds in and realize you're gonna say some stupid things, you're gonna say some funny things, and it's just gonna be kind of incredible to see what happens, then you get to settle down and start creating. And that's when it gets really fun.
Get you first. I'm gonna get through this maze first. I tell you that.
Shut!
Right? Yeah.
Can we go over? Is that against the rules?
It's a maze. Think about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking outside the box, Brian.
Well, the whole point of a maze is to be inside of a box. That's it, right?
Well, improv has impacted my life socially rather profoundly to me. I would say that improv has been the only constant in my life since high school, which is ironic because improv is always changing. This summer, I went to Chicago to study improv further, and I didn't know anybody in the city at all when I went there, and all of my interactions were through improv, comedy, through workshops and performances, and those interactions taught me a lot about myself because I didn't have a choice but to be honest and to be open because there was no preconceived notions of how I existed within this group of people. It was all brand new to me. And on the very first day of one of my very first practices or rehearsals at the Playground Theater, one of my teachers pulled me aside at the end of practice and told me that I wasn't making enough eye contact. And he said that eye contact is the easiest way to establish respect to somebody else you're talking to outside of the improv world. And in the improv world, eye contact makes it infinitely harder to not be listening to what your scene partner is saying.
Guys, I'm gonna need some help with the lemonade. Gonna need it. Lemonade. Okay, thank you for Why would you do this to me? I'm just trying to help.
I have so many memories up here that it's hard to pick one. Dunking my head in an ice bucket at a Legend show was pretty amazing. But the coolest memories to me at this point have been things like we had a promotion on App TV, and we had Murilo, Artese, and Tyler Williford were up there for us. I wasn't really sure how it was going to go because we had a guest host doing improv with us, which isn't normally. You don't normally see first-time improvisers on TV, and I was really nervous on how it was going to go, and they killed it, and it was awesome, and like that was so cool to me because I'm leaving, you know, and I'm done with this program, and to watch the future of it step up like that on a TV show was awesome. All the Tuesdays and Thursdays we spent not actually doing improv together in that room, and we've watched a million stupid YouTube videos, and Jimmy Briggs has eaten 18 million stupid burritos, but we have so many great times in that room that aren't even about improv or aren't even about trying to be something greater than ourselves. It's just us hanging out in there and laughing. I hopefully plan to have improv in my life forever. As long as I'm living, there's going to be some sort of improv around it. To what extent, it's impossible to know right now, but I do know that whatever I'm doing, improv will be a part of it because I've learned so many lessons about myself from improv. I'll never really be able to separate myself from improv because of everything it's given to me over the years and all the people who I've met because of it and all the places I've been because of it. That will continue on in my heart no matter what happens.